This is what is single-handedly causing the male loneliness epidemic. Yeah. What the are you talking about? Like, all of us, every single one of us is so much more attractive than you are.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again, and today we are taking a look at women failing at their own relationships. Don't forget to drop a comment, subscribe if you're new here, and let's jump into it.
Men have had it with women. They are walking away. Hope you are handy around the house. I actually am. Thank you. And, obviously I don't know how to do it all. The good thing is I'm in an apartment. I don't have to be handy. If I have an issue, I just call maintenance. When I was actually still married, I am the one who did anything around the house unless it was hired out. My ex-husband couldn't even change a light bulb.
It doesn't seem like she can change one either, so she needs to pester her landlord instead.
Squeaky hinges, took care of all that. Hanging stuff up, I took care of that too. He was able to go to work, and he was able to get himself home from work and eat lots of snacks while sitting in bed. I love it when men use this argument that they're basically saying, like, men are only good for physical labor.
Too many modern women claim that men are only good for physical labor or money. That's not us at all.
They don't understand that, number one, many women are handy. And number two, whatever we're not able to take care of, we can hire someone. There's many, many services out there. Whatever it is that needs to be done, we can hire someone. We have money. We have jobs.
All she's proven is that she needs a man in her life to do the things that she doesn't actually want to do.
When men think that that's their main selling point, they're bidding against themselves. It shows you that they are horrible salespeople, because there's no selling point. What are you offering me that I can't get somewhere else? Absolutely nothing, except for a headache. And you know what? I can go sit in traffic and get a headache too.
Men feel the exact same way, by the way. That's why they avoid modern day women like this, like the plague.
Guys, how long have women been boring for? Like, is this just an issue for my generation specifically, or has this been like a lifelong struggle across all generations? Because tell me why you can't joke with women about literally anything. I made one very tame, very mild 9/11 joke to this girl yesterday. You would have thought that I looked at her in her eyes and told her she was ugly.
A lot of modern women have absolutely nothing that makes them interesting. It's all social media and reality television. Like, half of these women just spend half of their day scrolling on TikTok.
What are we doing? And it's like, God forbid you show a little humor as a woman. Just a little. It's like they have no sense of humor until it's like time to make fun of men. And all of a sudden, they're a jester. All of a sudden, they are the funniest clowns on earth. Those are fine. Let's make fun of men that are broke and fat, but God forbid we joke about anything else. You can't joke about anything that's going on in the world, or weight, or looks, or anything. But we can joke about...
They can't even make it clever when they go online to insult us. They have absolutely no humor at all.
Almost everybody at best is average at this table.
Why don't you rate us?
I can do that. I said I'd give myself a 4.5. You, Miss 10, Miss Perfect. Before I give you the rating, I'll give you some positives and some negatives. Your lips are definitely above average.
Hey?
Oh. You don't have to do that. That's okay. That's crazy. Good lips. Good lips.
Yeah. Are they?
All right. Don't get too okay.
Am I the only one who thinks her reaction to that compliment was downright creepy and just totally unnecessary?
You do have blue eyes, but you're wearing the strumpet lashes.
I'm not gonna.
Can you turn that way?
This way? Or all the way? Or how much? He's like brutal.
You know what? Look, I'll just say this. I'll give you a 5. Yeah.
Oh,
I'll give
okay.
you 5. So you have a slight negative canthal tilt in your
do.
eyes. You do have lip filler, you said? Yeah.
He's
It's
going
artificial,
full
but
clavicular
wait,
right
can you
now.
turn face that way?
No, the side profile.
Okay, yeah, I do see the lip filler bump there in the lip.
It's pretty bad.
These women really think that we can't tell they've had work done on their faces when they absolutely have. I barely have enough reason to care, and I still notice.
I'm going to go ahead and give you 5. You have nice eyes. You have a positive canthal tilt. You have hunter feline eyes. I think we got to give you,
At least an 8 or a 9, like for real.
I want to say 6.5.
This is what is single-handedly causing the male loneliness epidemic. What the are you talking about? Like, all of us, every single one of us is so much more attractive than you are.
You know, at this point, it seems like everything is the reason why we have this so-called male loneliness epidemic. And you know what's funny about this? I only ever hear women talk about this male loneliness epidemic. I have never heard a man talk about this.
Even if we're not an objective
He said that, though.
10.
Wait, hold on. So
He said he's a 4.
Actually, being
of the people
super
I've rated,
realistic right
I've rated them more attractive than me.
Yeah, but we're significantly, not by half a point.
Even if I was a 1, you don't need to be a weatherman to know it's raining.
She has no idea that her attitude has made her significantly less attractive in the long run to men.
Another email with a candidate after I've shared a match suggestion. So this exchange is with a female candidate. This happened after I shared the bios and both of them signed off on it, and then I shared the photos. Her response: I'm going to have to decline. I specified in my profile that I go to the gym regularly and appreciate someone who has a more athletic build. Now, just to give you an idea, I would say that these two are in the same realm. She is very curvy, and he is not necessarily an athletic build, but tall and broad.
Matchmakers don't have a stockpile of chads on standby. That's not how it works at all.
And by the way, he also specified that he's active, that he hikes regularly, and he leads an active lifestyle. So here's my response, and I've used this line before, but I find that this is kind of like the best way that I can say this is, I'll be honest that this will be a difficult match for me to make because someone with an athletic build will likely also be seeking that in a partner. I will keep your preferences in mind if I have other options. Her response: are you saying I don't look athletic? My response: no, I would not say that you do.
She was hired to be a matchmaker, which was hilarious in itself, but she is not there to feed into her customers' delusions.
Now, there are a bunch of things to unpack here, and I'm just going to go through them one by one. So this has happened to me a bunch of times already, where someone will kind of be a little bit confrontational and then expect that I will backpedal on my statement, which is what she did when she said, are you saying I don't look athletic? And then when I kind of double down on it, I think she wasn't necessarily expecting that. Now, what you are or what you aren't isn't my concern. However, when you expect me to look for something specifically for you on the basis of something that you think that you are, I have to be honest.
The types of men these women want don't need to hire a matchmaker. That's just a fact. In fact, if a man had to hire a matchmaker, the women probably wouldn't want him at all by virtue of the fact that he had to hire one in the first place.
And it's not really just about my thoughts either. I have a lot of data points. Now, there will always be the people who will call out, oh, just because someone's overweight doesn't mean that they're not athletic. And I agree with that. Overweight people can absolutely be athletic. But when I tell you that the majority of people who specify that they want someone athletic or anything related to fitness, they are referring specifically to the way a person looks. I think lifestyles is also a factor because they want their lifestyles to align, but usually that is the reason.
In other words, she wants a dude who's jacked because she thinks that she deserves a man who's jacked.
And by the way, in the thousands of profiles that I've seen, any reference to any kind of specific body type that they want has always been slim, thin, slender, athletic, and never once has it been curvy. And I'm not saying that there aren't people who like that. What I am saying is that this is what I'm seeing in the profiles.
You can't demand a specific body type if you don't even hold yourself to that same standard. Let's be honest, guys, most of these women who want a jacked man, you know, they can't even put the fork down when required. So this is just completely ridiculous to me.
Aren't the problem. Women's lack of accountability is, and that's why men are checking out of dating and nobody wants to say it. Women love to complain about men, how men don't want to commit, don't want to date, don't want to put in effort, don't want to do this and that, but rarely do women stop to ask what role they play in the problem. And trust me, girl, I used to be the same way until I realized what was really going on. The truth is, men are tired of being told they're never enough. They're tired of being called toxic for being masculine, tired of being shamed for wanting to lead, and tired of being treated like they're disposable. Why would a man want to date when he's constantly told he's the problem?
Modern women will never see themselves as the problem because they think they are perfect a lot of the time. It doesn't matter if she's a single mother. It doesn't matter if she's 40 years of age and divorced. It doesn't matter if she has a whole bunch of health complications and refuses to, watch her calories. A lot of these women will see themselves as perfect anyway.
Pushing a man until he finally snaps, then running to your friends crying, "Oh my God, he's so mean and so toxic and abusive." That's one of the most lowest and evil forms of manipulation ever. You don't get to disrespect him every day, belittle him when he opens up, emasculate him for not being what you can't handle, ignore his needs, flirt with other men in his face, and use sex like a weapon. And then act shocked when he finally blows up or walks away.
It is insane how these women will mistreat their husbands and then afterwards they will act shocked when he walks away.
He didn't just turn into an overnight. You drained him. You chipped away at his patience until nothing was left. You trained the nice guy you met to stop caring. Good men don't wake up cold. They get turned cold by women who mistake his self-control for weakness. Then when he finally says enough is enough, you play victim and cry wolf. No, honey, you're not the victim. You are the arsonist crying about the fire that you just started. Grow up.
It takes a lot to actually break a man down to that point. If a woman does that, she is going to be typically relentless in it, right? Like, there's going to be a lot of crap that we didn't see before we get to this particular point.
So stop acting like you don't know what just happened. You know exactly what you did. You just never thought he would actually walk away. Now he's gone. Or worse, you've numbed him. And now you're on social media talking about how all the good ones turn bad. No again, honey. You burned him out. One disrespectful act at a time. Own it. Or keep pretending you don't know why every man after him stops trusting women like you.
In the eyes of a lot of modern women, nothing is ever actually their fault, even when she destroys the man. She could leave him, divorce him, take all of his crap, and she will feel totally justified in doing it, even if she's not.
All I do is care for our family and bust my off every day, but I don't get a thank you or nothing. I don't get anything. All these dishes, all the cleaning, all the extra work that I do, nothing. Because it's not your way. You control every situation in our lives. And I am fed up and done.
It's bad enough that she drove him to that point, but she made it so much worse by trying to shame him as well.
Hello.
Do you want to know something?
Yeah.
I don't love you. I never have. And when I told you I loved you, I didn't actually mean it.
What?
Yeah, I don't love you and I don't find you attractive.
Why? What's so bad about me?
You stink of BO, you're short, you have a bad haircut. Should I say more?
Why do you treat me so bad?
Unbelievable.
Am I the only one who thinks this is not rage baiting? I mean, this is just straight up verbal abuse to a man who did nothing wrong.
What's your age?
How old am I? 44.
Are you single?
Yes.
How long now?
5 years.
So what's it like going back into the world now as a single woman?
Crazy. There's a lot of liars.
Y'all know what's going on. And so do I.
Is it the same amount than when you were younger?
No, definitely not. No, definitely not. Because, like, most of the good people or the good guys are, like, taken and gone. So now you have to filter through the leftovers.
You can't complain about having leftovers when you insist on wanting the leftovers. It makes no sense.
Definitely younger guys want, like, a sugar mama. That's definitely happening. There's older guys that want, like a trophy. That's happening too. And then there's kind of, I think, a lack of guys in my age group. It's all like the divorcees, sort of.
Have you ever been married before?
Yes.
How long?
14 years. I'm actually still technically married.
What's funny about divorced women is they always seem to want to learn about reality the hard way, it seems. You know, you can have people like me tell them that it's a bad idea, or that, their friends and family might tell them that it's a terrible idea and all of this, but they'll still do it anyway, and they will still insist on learning it the difficult way.
I caught my wife's friend sneaking her out to the club at 11 p.m.
Ale, we go to the club, remember? We have a table. We go. Hey,
Oh, what the hell are you doing? Babe, what the hell? I told you you're not going to
She's coming with us.
What? No.
It's not even that late.
Controlling behavior is the most unsexy little boy behavior. If she wants to go, why does the husband have a say? I love her friends. Why is he so controlling? Who is he to tell her where she can and cannot go? Her husband. That's who he is.
She didn't even hesitate. The second her friends broke into her house, she was on board instantly.
Keep seeing this male content creator making fun of fat people. His whole shtick is that he stitches their videos and talks about, I could never be fat. Like, it's so easy. Calories in, calories out. I hate when he stitches their helpful content, like how to fly in a plane if you're a bigger bodied person. I need you to shut up. Think with your brain empathetically. If you're a bigger bodied person, just know I love you. I empathize with you. Don't listen to this dumb asshole. Literally block him.
Those types of women will do anything to try and get out of losing some weight. That is literally it.
Cope harder. This is what happens when me being honest threatens someone's entire brand. You're not upset because what I said was wrong. You're upset because what I said is the truth. Goodness, you're talking to grown adults like they're helpless children and calling that compassion. Let's be honest for a second. Your video isn't about protecting fat people. It's about making me the villain because I say the quiet part out loud. Yes, we both agree that nobody wants to be that big, but the part that you and I disagree on is that you say they're powerless, I say no. Pretending they're powerless keeps them stuck and keeps you relevant. You really want to know what the truth is? You don't hate my message. You hate that it threatens your brand. Grow up.
He's being honest and she is insisting on coddling grown women. There is a large difference here.
So many comments are literally this, like men being like, I don't want to approach because it's not going to be peaceful because women are going to either make fun of me, call me creepy, reject me, whatever. Like, we will literally do anything to protect ourselves from hurt. And that makes sense from an evolutionary perspective. Like, we need to protect ourselves to survive. But when it comes to living a psychologically rich life and accumulating experience and becoming resilient, you can't just like hide behind fear, honestly. Like, you just can't. Otherwise, you're not going to grow. And the more that we try to choose the path of comfort and convenience, the more that we just like silently kill ourselves. I wholeheartedly believe this. So you can try to like protect your peace all you want, but I can guarantee you that is going to be a longer road of suffering than putting yourself out there and becoming the person that you want to attract in your life.
They always love to say how men are like afraid or we're intimidated or something, but men aren't afraid at all. We are just done with the whole thing altogether. Make sure you click on one of the videos on screen now to watch more if you liked today's video. Don't forget to take care of yourself and I will see you in the next one. Peace.